Hello, everyone. Ogamba Mutiabana. How are we? Let me hope everyone is good. Yes, my name is Kainda Osama. I'm your trainer tonight, and I'm very humbled to be. Uh, I'm very humbled to be with you today. I'm your trainer. I'm going to be taking you through our training today. Yeah. The market. Everyone is talking about the market. The market is down. Yedededede. But this is what I taught during the day in the afternoon. My training was about margin calls. You remember what I told you? People who are trading carelessly, you're going to cry. In this training, I'm only having 3 people. The rest don't have microphones. That means they're hearing nothing. Come on. Eh? Mrs. Susan Semuyenje Sebo, connect your microphones. Hmm? Connect your microphones. Okay. So I was saying that what has happened today in the market is what I told you during the day at 12 p.m. I told you that when you are trading, please, when you are trading, please have margin calls. Have margin calls, because if you trade with no margin calls, you are going to suffer in case the market goes down. And this is exactly what has happened. I was trading Solana. I have seen Solana going up to $85 from 100, and was it 109? 109 to $85. Do you know what it means? So that happens a lot. So if your settings were not good, you will be in trouble. Do you remember the strategy I gave you of trading with only 4 margin calls, but with a very good drop? It works very well. If any of you had it during day, you would have yielded good money from this retracement which has happened in the market. Otherwise, how are we? Let me help you find. Don't fear. Our new people, I see you fear a lot, because I want to tell you that this happens a lot. When I joined the business, when Bitcoin was at 40 something dollars, then I saw Bitcoin growing from 40,000, it went to 50, up to $69,000. And then I saw Bitcoin going down from 69,000 to $13,000. I have seen that happen. That's why when I sit on this Zoom and I teach you people that, please, when you are trading, have margin calls. I know what I'm talking about. The market does this all time, and in all time frames, in the smaller time frames and the bigger time frames. So please, I want you to be disciplined in trading. Have margin calls. Have margin calls. Okay, so this is a leadership training. We are having a series of training we are looking at about goal setting. As a leader, if you want to grow your team, if you want to grow your business or grow your career, you must set goals. We want to start our year well. Okay, we want to start our year well prepared. We don't want to see people mediocre in this business. We want to have serious people doing the business. Okay, that's what we want to see happen. Not just mediocre. We want serious people doing the business. That's our target. Okay? We want to see you growing. We want to see people achieving ranks. We want to see people making good money. We want to see people. We want to. I want to see people like really progressing in the business. But of course, there are fundamental things you got to do to achieve all that. Those things are not going to happen on a silver plate. No way. There are things you must do so that you can achieve that. And those are the things we are going to be talking about here. So we are still on goal setting, but today uh, we are going to have a continuation of our training. Eh? We're going to have a continuation of our training. Um, I hope everyone is seeing my training. I hope everyone is seeing my training right now. Okay. So yesterday we stopped here. Yesterday we stopped at the importances of setting clear and specific goals. When you are setting up your goals, when you want your business to, when you want to achieve in this business, there are things you are going to get as the importances. We looked we looked at them. Now today we are going to be looking at another subtopic: setting realistic goals and creating action plan. Setting realistic goals. What are realistic? Things which are realistic. Sometimes for me, even if I'm qualifying a prospect, I first find out whether they have realistic expectation from this to buy the robot. But then again, they want to make 10 million shillings in a month. Have you met them? Then you ask them how much is your trading capital, what's your plan? They're like, I'm going to look for 1M and I trade with that. And you're like, come on. So you want to trade with 1M and make 10M per month? So some people are so unrealistic. One day in the beginning of this year, I met a young gentleman. So this young man told me, "Hey, I love that business. I love online businesses, but I have a problem." I was like, "What's the problem?" The gentleman told me, "I'm going abroad. I am processing my papers to go in Qatar, but the company which is taking me, it is it wants 5M." I was like, I'm listening. Then he told me she's in Dubai and I have it in cash. But I want this money, if possible, so that it can produce something. By the time I give it out to the company, I have some balance. I'm like, okay, that's the reason why I'm coming here to trade. But then I'm like, okay, no problem, that's good. Then he was like, by the way, they need this money in 2 weeks. So is it possible to make 5 millions in 2 weeks? Tell me. I told the gentleman, yes, it's possible, but don't count on it because a market might not do it. However, it is very possible. We have seen it. We have seen it happening, but it might not be like you want it to be. You get my point. So I told him, you know what's up? You are not going to make 5 millions. Eh? You're not going to make 5 millions with 5 millions in 2 weeks. Hello, leaders. I'm back. I think my network. Let me hope now I'm clear. Am I clear? Everyone can hear me now. You can all hear me. Uh, okay. If everyone can hear me, that's good. Do you hear me, you people? You can write in the chat. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. Okay, now let me share the screen again. I don't know where even I stopped. I don't know where I stopped, Vanangi. I don't know for sure. But uh, okay, so I was saying that identify the goal. Identify the goal. What do you want to achieve? I want to become a V3 this year. Because this year is very long. It has 12 months, 365 days. Identify the goal you want to achieve in 2024. Your goal may be you want to become a V3. Now, if you want to become a V3 this year, good. Break it down. This will make the goal less overwhelming and easier to achieve. Now, a V3, who is a V3? A V3 is someone with a team of 100 people. You are identifying a goal and has a team of three, at least three V2s, okay, and then five directs. If you hit that, then you're qualified for a V3 rank. Now, break it down. How do you break this down? You're going to be like, now to achieve V3 rank, I need three serious people whom I'm going to work with so that they become V2s. Because for sure, if you get three V2s, then you are more likely to hit a V3 rank. So you are breaking it down because when we look at a rank of a V3, it might be too big to achieve. But if you decide, no, Gamanti, you know what's up? Let me break this down. Okay? Let me break this down to three V2s. Maybe that is easy because creating a V2 is easy. Because for you, if you want to grow to V3 rank, it is easy to create a V2. You just sit down with someone who's serious, you start doing the business together, they show you their people, you show them the business, you show them the ROIQ, the ROIQ application. You can get like 10 people from just their contacts. And then out of those 10 people, we also get other 10 who also can get this robot and they start trading. At the end of the day, this person has become a V2. You do it to another person and another person. At the end of the day, you might find out that you have got your three V2s. Now, if you get your three V2s, congratulations, but still you need a team of 100 guys on the team. Then you start doing it more again. At the end of the day, you can hit it because you have broken it down. I want you to break down your goal so that it looks so easy to achieve. For me, I want to become a V5. That is my target. But as a V to become a V5, it is too big. But how am I going to do it? I want to identify people who want to become V4s. So the moment I identify them, then I'm going to sit down with them and I'll be like, you know what's up? We need three V3s. Who are those three V3s you are looking at? Who can be on your team? They tell me this person, and this person. Now, if I identify those people, then we sit down with those people and they're like, now, who are those V2s you are seeing who can be on your team? Then they tell us. So we break it down. If we break it down up to the V2 rank on the team, then we can achieve the V5, we can achieve the V4, we can achieve the V3. That's how things are done. Ekintu bw'oba okola goal olina breaking it down. You have to break it down so that it is easy to create. I want you to look at a building. When they are setting up a building, this is how they do it. They start with the foundation. They dig down to the bedrock. Then they put their concrete. It is the foundation. Sometimes when you're looking at a concrete, It's boring. The foundation is boring. It has no design. Like it's really boring. It doesn't show like it is really building up something. But you know what's up? When the foundation is done, the building starts to grow. And you know what's up? Most of the time they spend it on the foundation. On the foundation. At the end of the day, if the foundation is very solid, you can see a building grow at a very fast, a very high speed. So I want you to build your business like that. Take your time on the foundation because a foundation is where we break down the goal. Spend your time looking out for people who are serious on your team and work with them. You are breaking down the goal because if those guys become V2s, you are going to hit the V3 rank. You get my point. Then set a deadline. When we are creating a goal, set a deadline. It creates a sense of urgency and accountability. Last year, my goal was to become a V4. Actually, my goal was to become a V4 before the end of October because I had a 90 days challenge and I wanted to become a V4 in October. But you know what's up? It didn't happen. But the force I used to work very hard in the period of August and October was so enough to push me to a V4 in December. Because we had an event on 16th December, but in that week to the event, I hit my rank. It was so late for a full month and a half, but still I hit it because I had a deadline. I was like, before October, I want to hit this rank. I worked very hard. It created a sense of urgency. I was really working on that. And accountability. What is accountability? You account yourself. If I failed to hit it in October and my accountability started, I was like, what's the problem? I found out the problem. The problem was many people, their accounts were expiring. So my numbers were not hitting. My V3s were not ranking up because their numbers were going down. Someone is remaining with 5 people. By the end of tomorrow, now they are remaining with 8. So now we are looking for 8. Then at the end of the other day, we are remaining with 15. So that was my problem. And you know what's up? I found out the solution. I was like, you know what's up? If these people are expiring so much, and some of them are not ready to renew their robots in time, I need a full force to cover up that missing gap. And we did it by December as a team. We hit the rank. I usually tell people that the rank of a V4 is not an individual rank; it's a team rank. Mhm. Create an action plan. This outlines the steps needed to achieve the goal. Look here. When you want to build your team, create an action plan. You can be like, you know what's up? I'm going to use social media to build my business. Which kind of social media? I'm going to use Facebook and TikTok. I'm going to use Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to use LinkedIn and this. Like, set up a plan. I am going to go in a country. I'll go to Ginger. I meet my friends there. I will go to Ntebe. I meet my friends there. Outreaches is going to be my strength. Have a plan. Wait, you're planning. What are you planning? Okay, this outlines the steps needed to achieve the goal. This will help you find out which steps, okay, do you need to achieve the goal. If you want to become a V3 this year, what are you willing to do to get those numbers? Because hitting a V3 rank, you need the number of 100 people on your team. Monitor the progress, create an evaluation form. What do I mean by this? Hmm? What do I mean by this? Um, Monitor the progress. Many people, when they are working, they don't look at their progress. They don't monitor their activities. Uh, people who were with me during the 90 days program, we had what we call an evaluation form. An evaluation form is a graph or a table where you draw a table and documenting your activities every day. Every successful business does that, by the way. Every successful business, they have an evaluation form. They evaluate their activities. Look at the bank. All of us, we think the bank closes at 5, actually at 4. But that's not true. Banks don't close at 4. Banks can close at 8. When those guys close at 4, they stay inside and they balance. What are they doing in balancing? They are counting how many loans have they given out. How many deposits have they got? How many withdrawals have they got? How many accounts are opened today? That's what we call an evaluation form. They're evaluating their day of Wednesday. Now, for you out there, you want to build a multi-million business, but you don't want to evaluate it. It can't be big. Evaluate yourself. If you don't evaluate yourself, you won't know how far you are going. You may be too fast or too slow, but you don't know because you don't evaluate. You don't monitor your progress. Please, you have to monitor your progress. You need to. For example, you can be like, when you draw a table, you can be like the number of, you can start with the date. You can start with the date. Then, after starting with the date, then you do what? Um, then you write down, okay? Then you write down the number of prospects, the number of people you have talked to today. Then you write down the number of presentations you have done today. Then you write down the number of activations you have done today or deals closed in the day. So those are the most important activities. We'll be looking at that when we start learning about the 90 days challenge. Okay, I'll be teaching you how to do that. So now monitor the progress, monitor your progress. How are you doing it? How are you building the business? Ochukuro monitor it. Monitor the numbers. How many new people are you talking to a day? How many prospects are you talking to? How many downlines are you talking to in a day? How many trainings do you do in a day? How many presentations do you do in a day? Those are the things which make money in our business. Can't evaluate yourself a day. Every day, sit down, look at the month, look at a week, look at the month. If the numbers are too low, even the cash flow will be too low. If the numbers are too high, even the cash flow will be too high. So that's our topic today about goal setting. We want, by the time we finish up this training, when everyone can go in their new diary and they write down their goals they want to achieve. Their goals they want to achieve. I want you to do that. If you really do it, we are going to achieve a lot of things. We are going to build, we are going to enjoy this business more than anybody else. Okay, so that's what I can tell you. My training is done. Unless someone has a question, then we can proceed. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? So if there are no questions, thank you so much for attending, leaders. Make sure when you're attending this training, invite your downlines. Invite them so that they can attend. Have a great time. See you